What is up, people? Let some people get in here. Haven't done a live in a while. What's up? What's up, guys? I'm gonna let you guys come in here. It's been a minute since I've done a TikTok live, so just bear with me. I'm feeding my kitties right now. Seeing what's going on, man. It's been a while since I've done a TikTok live. I don't like coming on TikTok. It's too much censorship. Yes, I'm about to feed you. Chill out. What's up, you guys? What's up, Sunny? What's up, Salem? Oh, what's up, Salty Carolina? Ashley Renee. How you guys doing? I was listening to a little bit of what is it, that guy Justin or whatever? I was listening to a little bit of his live that he did earlier. Why are you guys on TikTok? What's up, Dragonfly? What's up, Hippie Nana? Why are people bringing Scooter Sheena on panels still? Like what? Like honestly, what's the point, man? What's the point? You guys realize you're not going to find any common ground with that, right? I mean, she's a disgusting human being. You know what I mean? Back. You gotta wait. I mean, like it's just you have to at a certain point just understand that these people are who they are. You're not going to change their beliefs or how they operate on these internet streets. You know what I mean? You see, bro, and this is why I don't like TikTok, man. This is why I don't come on TikTok. I already have a restriction, and I'm not even 2 minutes in. Not even 2 minutes in, dude. They come on here and they report you. I really don't like this app. I really don't, man. But I'm not doing a YouTube live today, so I figured I'd give it a shot. But anyways, I guess I got a little 10-minute violation, so I'll try to be a little more careful with my words. I don't know, just me. Exactly. It's like, for what, man? That's what they do. And they're good at it. You know, they're good at it. I don't know how anybody likes this app, dude. Seriously. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how people are even able to make a living on TikTok. You know, people that are full-time creators on this app. I really don't know how they're able to do it because of the censorship and just the weird, the flaws in their reporting system. It's so weak. It's so ridiculous, man. You can't say anything. But sorry, just bear with me. And by the way, if anybody wants to come up, man, feel free. I'm feeding my kitties right now, so I'm just chilling, man. But yeah, I don't know why people bring up Scooter Sheena. Sorry, guys, if I sound like I'm a little far away, it's just I'm busy. All right, let's see. It looks like somebody else might want to come up. Okay, I don't know who you are, but sure, come up. And that's the other thing. I know people accidentally try to come up on panels, so I don't know if you meant to join, but welcome.
Sorry, I totally did mean to join. I'm just actually curious if I sit up on your panel, if I will get reported, because I don't get usually reported if I'm on other people's panels.
You said you do or you don't get reported?
I do not. So I have never gotten a report. So like I'll sit up on Keisha's panel and Mimi's panel and everyone else's. And I've actually never gotten a report.
Oh gosh.
So
you probably just jinxed yourself.
Oh, I probably did, but that's okay. The Reddit, they be coming for me.
Well, honestly though, like the word needs to be spread. Like why are people bringing Sheena on panels still to this day? Like, what's the point, man? Like, why?
Oh, I agree with you on that. I don't think there is a value add to bringing Sheena in on a panel. And while Sheena does meet another person's energy, the night that ultimately Sheena was on Keisha's panel and going after Audrey,
Yeah.
that seemed, I was there in the very beginning, and Key was the one asking for her to come up. And I don't have a problem with Key or Keish, but I think it's important to be transparent that there are some people who are egging on other people to come and start stuff and saying,
Yeah,
come
no, that's
join,
what
come have a
yeah.
conversation. And then the conversation disintegrates.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just like I've had a couple of conversations with Sheena in the past on TikTok, and you know, you quickly learn that it really truly is pointless to try to talk to her or reason with her. They're going to deflect, they're going to spin things, they're going to make up things, just like she was doing on the panel, that dude Justin's panel that she was on just a minute ago. You know, like the way that they exaggerate things and try to spin it as justification for the deplorable things that they do is a joke. I mean, it's for example, I said in the comments of that dude's live stream a minute ago, I said, because you know, Slur Morbid was in the comments, you know, the Mr. Internet Tough guy, and he said he was talking, you know, all sorts of nonsense, and all I said was, I wonder what Crystal would think about your online antics. That's literally what I said. I said, I wonder what Crystal would say about your online
And
antics.
Sheena said you were doxing.
That I was
and that's
doxing.
not
Now,
doxing.
how is that? Do you know how many crystals there are in the world? Now, if I wanted to dox her, I'd give out her last name. I would tell you what state she lives in. But the funny thing is about that, though, that's his latest girlfriend that I'm sure he has catfished online. You know, and yes, thank you, Haiti. No, I've actually never doxed anybody. The people that say that I dox them have doxed themselves, like Panties Crust. I'm sure you're watching. Hey, boo, what's up? You know, Dottie Morgan doxed herself, man, many years, I mean, it was her handle for many years. I showed that on my YouTube live stream yesterday. But, you know, what I don't do is I don't post photos of innocent children. I don't attack innocent family members. I don't do stuff like that. And like, I have every reason in the world to do that back to people such as, you know, Sir Skidmark, Slur Morbid, Morbitch, whatever you want to call them. But I don't do that. I don't do that because I don't really like to play those games.
Well, right. In the same way that Miss Jess Coast wants
Jesse,
to
hey,
go
yeah.
after Audrey and the way she's going after, we could release. So to be clear, it is not inappropriate to look up someone, especially when they are going very hard and attacking your family and everything else. Now, it is wrong if we were to release documentations that are not easily accessible to the public. That is doxing. But like, we're not doing that. They're doing that.
No,
Like,
no. I don't
but
have
I mean, I'm gonna make myself knowledgeable.
Yeah, I don't care enough to do all that stuff, man. People have too much time on their hands. What's up, Autumn?
Hey, Case. Yeah, I was just, she picked up on it before I was able to say it. There's a lot of things that I guess technically are available to the public, but if it weren't for somebody going and searching really deep and
Yes.
paying for requests, nobody would have that information, and that's still doxing.
100%. That's what they're. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's their justification that they do for this sort of stuff. You know, like they go out of their way to find your information. They're creepy like that, and then they go and find. Like I haven't been on Facebook in years because of this, but you know, they go and they look up my wife. They find her stuff. And you know, they're like, I can't find out anything on him, so I'm going to attack his wife, and I'm going to go through 6 degrees of separation to, what they've done is they found out about her late husband and allegations that came against him 12 years after his death that were alleged to have happened 30 to 40 years ago, and all of a sudden they think, oh, that's a gotcha moment, and they twist it and they spin it to form these disgusting narratives that they do online. It's all pathetic. But, you know, the thing is that when it comes to people like Morbid, right? You don't have to make anything up. It's all there. It's all documented. You don't have to make things up. And I haven't made anything up on him. I haven't made up anything on any of these people.
Right. I was gonna say to that also, I'm sorry. Yesterday, I was under the impression that the audio he played was of you. And so I had said things like, you can't really, say sorry to people who have been a victim if you are an abuser as well. But they corrected me and said it was not you. It was some guy named Mark, I think. So
Oh,
in case
yeah.
you heard
No.
that, yeah, he was like doing a countdown to
I
his
didn't even
wife.
see what you said, so you're good.
Okay, good. Yeah, but these people are deplorable. I
They
mean,
are.
Dina to this day is finding an excuse for showing my nude photos.
Oh, yeah. I was tempted. Sorry if I'm loud or if I'm too quiet, guys. I'm feeding cats. But I was tempted in that chat earlier. I was tempted to come on to talk to Sheena, but I just didn't because, again, it is a waste of time. But I wanted to ask her, I mean, like all this, her preaching on her soapbox from her and virtue signaling and from her moral high ground and whatnot. I was wanting to ask her about, I mean, like you literally posted Autumn's explicit photos. Like, like this is what you guys are doing. And she's sitting here on these panels talking about, oh, Morbid's, all he's doing is calling out the hypocrisy. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's lying. He's gaslighting. This guy is going around telling people that my own son is not my son and that he was born through IVF through my wife's late husband that she was only married to for 4 months. Like, it's gross. But then he was also telling people that that I abused my child and that CPS removed me from the house, like crazy stuff. That's not calling out hypocrisy. That's just a weird guy. But that's who he is. You guys can look it up. I'm sure some of you have. More and more continues to come out about him. And I'm going to continue to put more and more out on him until he stops. And I don't have to make up things like he does. I can just put out facts. I don't have to lie.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure Morbid is not beyond reproach. So.
Well, this is going to blow up in their face. And I can't wait for it. I really can't.
To me, it's just it's waiting for him to do one bad enough thing to a person in a state where the laws all line up.
Yeah.
That everything that we've all collected, we just hand off to that person and say, here you go. Because really, yeah, it's about, like, I get it because he's playing these games and he's playing through people, but all you have to do is get it once. And he's doing it to a lot of people.
Well, this is a guy that just did his last live stream was spent doxing customers on Amazon that bought a book and left a review that Gypsy does not want people seeing. So, I mean, that's his whole objective right now is being Gypsy's attack dog and trying to bully and intimidate people online from speaking out against her. And I'll be honest with you, he's actually succeeded in a few areas on that. There are people that are hesitant now to make content. I'm not one of those people. I'm not. Like, I'm not going to back down because, I don't have anything to hide, man. I don't. I have people that want to make up weird shit. That's fine. But, it's easily disproven and whatever. But with these people, they're just they're deranged. What can you do, man? What can you do? And the funny thing is, though, is like I said, Hugo Chips. It's going to blow up in their face. It will. That's more of its pattern, man. Like for 10 years, like the man is only loyal to himself, and that's it. And it's even funny, Autumn. I'm glad you're up here because even listening to him talk to your brother the last time he was on live stream. I mean, your brother gifted him $300. $300, right?
All that.
On a live stream, and dude didn't even thank him. Morbid didn't even thank him, and it was like listening to somebody who genuinely hates a person but is having to like pretend as though that they are friends.
Right.
Why is your brother that? You know, like, is it like what's the deal with that?
I think that, so I had two theories. The first one was they recruited Morbid for the very reason of what he's doing, because they wanted to try and discredit me so nobody would even be paying attention to the whole matter at hand with her having psychopathic raging issues and episodes. You know, we've all switched off of that on, is Autumn lying? Is this true? Is this true? Let's talk about other people's family. And nobody's talking about Gypsy stabbing headboards and shit anymore. So I think that was either one, their A objective, or two, the other night listening to Morbid on Keisha's panel, I was on my panel screaming so many times, that sounds like Kenan. Every time the voice changer would go out, it sounded just like Kenan. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I had noticed a couple weeks ago that Morbid's live, and all of his viewers, the only two moderators were Gypsy and Bree. And I just thought, I thought that was very odd. And so I was like, what the fuck? And I just don't know. You know, I've had a theory that maybe Kenan is playing with a voice changer and claiming to be Morbid at times. I don't know. But
Really?
yes, because if you go back and listen, if she even has it up, there are so many times, even people in my chat were like, that does sound like Kenan.
I don't know, Autumn. I don't know. It was sounding like Trump at a lot of times. A lot of great things were said. I don't know. Sorry.
I get it. You just have to, if you can, you'd have to go back and listen. Like, just his regular voice. Like, there were just times he was just coming out. I was like, God, that sounds like Kenan. What the fuck? That's my cat. That's my kid.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you guys heard my cats because I'm feeding them. That's what that was. And they just knocked over a water bowl. Congratulations. You're all, and you knocked over a freaking, you knocked over a miniature horse. You guys are brilliant. How did you even knock this down? It weighs like 5 pounds. Son of a.
Why do you have miniature horses that weigh 5 pounds?
I don't know.
Are you not feeding them enough? That's going to be the newest rumor. Feed your miniature horses enough.
I don't know. It came with the house. I don't know. I'm just joking.
So my theory is way different than that. It's just he's doing the exact same. And I think I said a little bit of this to you, case studies yesterday before you went live on a different panel. But everything about his live screams, I set up my panel. I set up all my stuff during the Amazon, like not long before Amazon's acquisition of Twitch, when money was easy to acquire on Twitch and they allowed the expansion beyond gaming to allow like IRL and all the like shit posting really is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it became really popular. So everything from the alerts he uses are from that same time frame. He's never changed them. And I just have this feeling that he's been doing the same thing for so long. And at this point, he just understands what makes money on
this isn't, no. I'm sorry. I got to correct you there. This is not, you're talking about Morbid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no. He's not making money. He's losing money. He's losing subs. His views are crap. This is not about money. And that's where people get things confused when it comes to talking about this. This is his documented pattern of behavior online. Right now, he is self-imploding. He has done this with every channel that he has had for the past 10 years. It's like clockwork. He infests a community. And he gets subs. He has a formula down, and that formula is basically essentially just stealing content from others. He does have that voice, but that can only carry you so far. But then eventually he gets bored because he's just a really sadistic guy, and he just turns on everybody and self-implodes, and that's what you're seeing right now. But he's losing money.
So I understand that, like, from the public facing it, like, he's losing money compared to where he was before. He is not making the same amount of money. But oftentimes your subs don't equate to the most money you can make. And if it is part of his formula, then, like, in the way that that gravy train runs dry, he has fun with it at the end before, as he's probably working on a new gravy train. So the other question would be, is what else is he doing?
That's why I said I don't know. My theory, like the fact that I was told Morbid had been kind of quiet up until I had I had came out into the scenes and said something, and the way he just jumped right at me, attacking, didn't even try any other narrative, and he supposedly hated Ken and Gypsy. So for him not to even, like try to speak to me, I think that if it is Morbid, then I'd be shocked. But I think that he was recruited. He said vile and volatile things about Aurora and Jip and Kenan, and I just don't see them, being cool with him unless there was an ulterior motive that it didn't matter about money. It was something else, or it's just not Morbid at all, and it's Kenan.
And you heard the voicemail, I'm sure, that I played that he left Christy. I don't know. The thing is that I've been back and forth on was he like hired by them, or was it more he was, put in some sort of predicament where they were threatening legal action, which they would have been well within their rights to. They would have, because of the things that he was doing.
But he doesn't seem like he'd be scared of legal action.
Right. Or to put himself
exactly.
In a position.
And that's why I don't think that. I truly believe it's much more simple, because all you have to do is look at, if you go down the rabbit hole on him, you see that this is what he does everywhere he goes. Like, guys, like, I've watched, I can't tell you how much stuff on this guy. This is just what he does. So I don't think he needed any, reason to do what he did. It's just what he does. So he didn't need to be incentivized, he's just a deplorable dude, man. And he truly takes pleasure in hurting other people. But his main thing is obviously doxing and virtue signaling and, going after children. We've all heard the stuff in the Discord. But what a lot of people don't know about him, which is about to start coming out, is you're going to hear about the alleged, domestic abuse towards his ex-wife.
Yeah, I heard that his wife or ex-wife was going to speak with you.
No, I haven't spoken to her. No, I haven't spoken to her.
I thought she was going to come, or maybe that was.
I've never spoken to her.
Somebody said maybe last week or the week before that his ex-wife is quite the talker.
That's news to me, and I'm being honest. That is news to me. I have never contacted her. I have never contacted anybody in his family whatsoever. I've heard rumors too. I had somebody leave a comment on one of my last live streams saying that the TikTok person Mimi here, whatever, Mimi something, Mimi, there's like two different Mimis, I don't know. But they were like saying that his sons were talking to her. And I was like, well, I haven't heard that. So
I was going to say, Mimi said that. I heard that from Mimi's mouth directly.
That's what I heard.
So that's where we're probably getting some information intertangled there. This does not warrant a response, but my understanding is James Jimmerman or whatever his name is not his legal name.
No, that's...
Are you sure about that?
From what James is
from other stuff, and we can talk about in the DMs or reach out to Audrey, it does not sound like it's his legal name.
No, okay, yeah, I heard that as well, but I don't believe that is the case. I believe that, no, I don't think that's accurate.
So I think you should talk to Audrey, because there's probably some benefit. No, I know about that specifically.
I have.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Awesome.
Yeah. No, I think she's got that wrong.
Okay.
Definitely think she has that wrong. But, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the live stream I did yesterday. I mean, you guys know he's only open for business because of, this Dots person that transferred their channel over to him. And boy, do they have a checkered history. You should check out the live I did yesterday. But that's the type of people that crazy attracts crazy,
Exactly.
Someone said, Mimi said that to mess with Morbid. As someone who sometimes does not understand what's like a joke and what's reality, I feel like sometimes I need hashtag joke at the end so I know. So I don't actually now know if it's real or not, but that was said at one point.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I got water running in the background. Sorry. I'm not peeing. That's if you guys. I'm not taking a pee pee. Is there? Oh, there's Mimi Lou's in here. Yeah. I mean, so I don't know about the stuff. The thing is like that's what he likes to do, right? Like he likes to go after people's family members. Posting photos. That's another thing that irked me, right? Or irked me. That's my new. Sorry, no offense, Autumn, but that's like my new.
No,
thing.
you know what? That's actually awesome. I like that.
But one of the things that irked me was Sheena again. And can you guys please stop platforming her? What are you doing? What are you thinking? It's so redundant and pointless at this point for people to bring Scooter Sheena on panel and think that they're going to change her mind on anything. This is a pay pig of gypsies. Someone that was calling Gypsy goddess and sending her $50 a week in prison. You guys really think you're going to change her mind on anything?
Okay.
I mean, you're not. No. Just like Bree. Same with Bree. Like, it's so lame. I don't understand why people do it. But Scooter Sheena's, saying, she's excusing Slur Morbid posting my 6-year-old son, doxing him by saying, oh, well, Case posted his kids. No, I didn't. No, I did not. I never have. Never would. Never have, never would. But I think what they're trying to infer is that they think that I am the count here on TikTok, which, by the way, all of you should go and follow Saint Jimmer on TikTok. I don't know who they are. I don't. I genuinely don't. But go follow them. But I think that's who she was.
And we don't want
to
know.
Do what?
I said, and we don't want to know, but go
No,
follow
I don't
them.
care. I don't care who they are. I think that's what she was trying to say is that I'm that account and that account posted his kids. Well, first and foremost, that account did not post his kids. They posted photos of his children, but they put emojis over their faces. They even put emojis over his ex-wife's face. They even put an emoji over his face. They posted a family photo or something of them, but they covered up their faces. So, that's but even so, but the justification, the hoops that they run through to try to justify this guy showing a unedited photo of my child, giving out his name, showing photos of where I live, all of my information. She also tried to justify it by saying that Sheena did. She tried to justify it by saying, oh, well, when Case let Christy talk to his son on the phone, which never even happened. That never even happened. I don't know how that was ever started, but let's say it did happen, hypothetically, right? You're saying that Christy talking on the phone to my son justifies that POS, giving out my son's face on his YouTube of 15,000 plus subs.
Okay.
Like what kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, that's never okay.
No, I mean they can justify anything. They're Schmurder sympathizers, right? It's
Well, we just gotta follow the red ball there. Duh.
follow the red ball. Break for Sheena needs to break for horses. I know she only breaks for Ken, but she needs to break for those horses as well. You guys didn't get the joke. She ran over a horse on her scooter.
I mean, your cats are tipping them off and you're underfeeding them, so what's the problem here?
Yep, I guess so. But yeah,
She
guys,
actually ran over a horse?
she did, yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
I know, like, and on a scooter too. I'm trying
Probably-
to picture
ask
this.
that.
Probably drunk behind the wheel, if I had to guess. I mean,
I mean,
you know,
the
this
horse
is somebody
has to weigh
that
more than the
lied.
scooter.
I mean, she's lied about having what is it, stage 4 liver failure or disease. Like you guys know she's lying about that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just
mean-
assumed all
No,
of her
I did not
money
know that.
was considered a burial fund because we're all going to die eventually, and so our money is going to go to a burial eventually. I thought it was a joke, if I'm being honest.
No. She's been telling people for about 2 years now that she has stage 4 liver failure and is on a liver. What do you call it? Like a liver
Transplant list.
yeah, that. Yet she has never had a sick day, you know, and is online 24/7. No, dude, she's lying, and I think that's disgusting. I think that's
I
foul.
hope and,
think it's
I
gross.
hope and pray if she has it that she gets better. I also hope and pray that she's
I
lying
don't.
about it, because you'd hate to think of someone with cancer, and that's just disgusting if it is a lie.
She doesn't have. Yeah, no, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. She doesn't have cancer. She was saying she had stage 4. Show me the medical paperwork, Sheena. Show me that, because I know it's a lie. I know it's a lie.
I don't want to. I'm not going to say anybody's lying, but I do know somebody who had stage 4, and they did not last 2 years. So
Right, and she hasn't had one sick day, and she's constantly traveling to go and visit Gypsy. Like, come on, man.
exactly.
I don't have a strong opinion either way. I just think her burial fund is her checking account.
I agree.
More than likely.
I agree as well.
Yeah.
Well, Ricky Bobby, I guess Case could answer that. This is his panel. He's asking why is she even a topic of conversation?
Because I want people to stop putting her on platform. That's the thing. I mean, I don't understand why people continue to bring morbid, Sheena and Bree on these panels when they're having these fundamental differences of opinion when it comes to just basic human decency or having just a moral compass, and think that they're going to alter her viewpoint on anything. The woman is deranged. Like I don't know. Maybe it's a TikTok thing, man. I don't know. I'm rarely on here. So
I guess, a question for you is, as someone who hops up on these panels and is kind of part of the conversation, and I don't always get to, I don't get to control who they decide comes up. And I enjoy having a normal, not crazy conversation with Sheena on Keisha's panel. So, what is the appropriate reaction then? Do I hop off the panel if they let Sheena up? Like, how do we, I guess, self-moderate as a community if that's something that we're seeing as a problem? Because I do agree, it's really uncomfortable when you're up there and all of a sudden things just deteriorate.
I mean, look. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Sorry. I think it's disgusting for anybody. Like, I guess Sheena's been a big person in the community, and to Gypsy, I guess, like, she's noticeable with her, but she's straight up like a predator. She took pictures that were not given to her, and she exposed them to hundreds of people online live while getting gifts for them. So anybody who wants to platform something like that, especially when she goes on and says, I have no remorse, it doesn't matter what I did, I'm not going to get in trouble, call the FBI, ha ha ha, they're never going to knock on my door, just every day, like, rubbing it in someone's face, you straight up, you victimize somebody again. You made money off of their nudes that you shared without their permission, that she did not, they didn't even send to you. I don't know why anybody would want that on their platform.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I was trying to figure something out. Runax, I think I just made you a mod. I think. But now I can't even see my.
She's got
Now
a
I'm not
big
even able to.
They have the mod sign next
Do
to
they?
their name.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Brianna's a mod
Sweet.
now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I love Run X. So yeah, she knows I'm not with the TikTok. I'm not hip to TikTok. But yeah, no, it's just a waste of time. It really is. And I think that she just enjoys it, Autumn. I think she gets off on it. You know, it's all she has in life. This people don't know about Sheena. This is a woman that Gypsy's not the first, like, CD, and I please, and don't misconstrue what I'm about to say here, because Gypsy is not a celebrity, but like, she's not the first CD list type of, influencer or celebrity, or in Gypsy's case, just infamous person online that she has tried to attach herself to and get a crumb of attention from. She's been doing this for years. She gets off on this. She gets off on, like you guys say, rage baiting, making things up, saying that she poisoned her ex-husband, or that she's eaten human flesh before, and just all this weird creepy stuff. Like, she's not right in the head, man. She's not. But the beautiful thing about all of this, when it comes to Gypsy and her minions and this little clique that she has surrounded herself with, is that eventually it is going to come back and bite her in the what, because at the end of the day, she is somebody that used the internet to commit a horrendous crime, and she's doing that right now to this day, recruiting people of this type of character, and mental, whatever, that are easily swayed and will do her bidding for her. I mean, it's not a good look for a convicted murderer to be posting photos flexing a Sir Morbid t-shirt, of all people, because anybody that looks that guy up, they're going to see everything about him, and they're going to be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Like, huh?
Exactly. I just think, like, people asked a question and that I answered it. Or why is she getting brought up? Why is she whatever? And
I don't
it's
get
and then they ask, how do we stop? Just don't bring her up.
Just don't bring her up.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Well, and it
drown
seems
her
like
out.
yeah, the answer as well is, if you're someone on the panel who's not the host, the general consensus in the comment is get off.
Just leave the panel. Yeah,
Leave the
that's what I'm.
panel.
Yeah, just leave. Just leave, because it's
I would
all
text
about
her.
views. So yeah, just she doesn't add anything of substance to any conversation whatsoever. She lies, she gaslights, she deflects, she has justification for any and everything that any deplorable person that she associates with does, and you're just not going to get anywhere. She's so yeah, guys, that's just my 2 cents. People can do whatever they want, man, but I'm really sick and tired of seeing Gypsy having to use people by proxy. So I think if you drown out her little sycophants and whatnot, it'll get to the point where if they're ignored and they're not getting attention, maybe Gypsy will start fighting her own battles.
Right. Maybe she will.
Probably
I
not.
mean, yeah, she might not. She's never done that.
No.
I just think, like, if somebody has spoken on somebody, then they have a right to say something back or speak on whatever that person spoke about. And, it shouldn't be like, oh, they're bringing them up, or, oh, why are you keeping them relevant? If they have one's name in their mouth, then that person can have their name in their mouth, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but they're all, like, they're liars, and they've done a really good job at trying to discredit me. And Kenan, like, it's cool. They came out with this text thread, and I've blown up where it was edited, and people still want to believe what they want to believe. And I have learned very quickly that's just how it is. If people don't want to believe it, they're not going to, and there's nothing you're going to do to make them. And Sheena wants to believe that Gypsy is great. She's a goddess. She's this perfect person, whatever. She was abused. And everybody's out to get her and she's going to defend her. Cool. That's never going to change in Sheena's mind.
Case, just so you know, Mimi said that she sent you a message saying
Looking
she's
out for
just looking,
you.
looking out for you.
Well, Sheena literally called Gypsy goddess in prison letters, called her goddess. So, you know, yeah. um, you know, there's not a.
And, I'm sorry, there's somebody in your chat being fucking disgusting. For one, I didn't do that to bring awareness. So, you know, that's your own fucking problem. I came out literally holding tears back, speaking about Gypsy, and her disgusting ass responded with lies, slandering my name, and fucking getting her friend to share my fucking nude photos that were none of her fucking business. So you can platform someone like that who also murdered their mother and believe them. I mean, that's all on you. I can't, I'm not your maker. That's who you have to meet when you end this life. That's not for me. But saying that I did that for awareness, that's trashy. And you would have never seen it if it weren't for a predatory ass person who decided to take those and share them with you. Because I didn't share them with you. So you would have never even known that if it weren't for them. So fuck you, disrespectfully.
And for everyone saying that, like, you know, we just can't do anything other than talk about these people. Like, this is called having a hobby. It may seem like a weird hobby, but I would counter and say, your hobby's kind of weird too. You just sit here and watch us.
Exactly. And Michelle, no, I did not. He told me that his wife of 17 years had died. Little did I know he's on his third wife.
Who is?
Fucking Rogie. People keep saying I didn't know he was married. I didn't know he was married. Motherfucker,
He's a weirdo.
Yeah, he told me that she died. Like, how the fuck?
He reminds me of like Mario or Luigi. He looks like he's about to hop down, you know, some tunnels and like jump on some mushrooms or something. He's a short little weird dude. I just every time I see him, I'm like, dun 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 dun. Rogie has a small beep 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 beep. Sorry.
Exactly. Like, I'm just reading some of the comments. Sorry.
Yeah, don't focus on that. I wouldn't worry about it. But the thing, you know, is like you gotta understand, like the people that associate with like it's just weird. I will be honest, man. It's yeah, just Ashley, I'll make you a mod. Hold on. How do I do that again? Shit, I did it.
Yes, Michelle, but you weren't there when he was on the phone with me, telling me, sharing pictures, and telling me his wife of 17 years had died. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Also, the fact that we're getting into the nitty and gritty of whether or not nudes were shared and how they were shared, at the end of the day, it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. What doesn't matter the circumstances. She did not give permission to have those images shared. That is wrong.
Thank you.
End of story.
All right,
I don't even have to know a woman to know that's wrong.
Exactly.
But you really do. You guys, you know, you have to just understand at some point that the people that associate with like crazy attracts crazy. All right. These people are able to find each other online. They congregate, they flock together. You should watch the live stream that I did yesterday because it's kind of enlightening, especially when you're talking about Morbid and the reason why he has his channel right now. You know, he is a Banivator, right? We know this, that he's lost multiple channels over the years. The channel that he has now was transferred over him by this Dots person. We know who that is, right? Check out the live stream. This is somebody that made fake AI stuff and tried to send it to CPS in order to get somebody's well, when I say fake AI stuff, they made fake AI stuff in regards to these people. She tried to make it out as though that they were SAing their child. And she made that and tried to send it to CPS. This is somebody that was visited by the FBI, you know, for other things. Like, this is that demographic of individuals, man. Like, you know, it's what can you do? But you can't really take much of what they say to heart. But what you can do, like I said, is stop bringing them up on panel.
Exactly.
It's just ridiculous at this point. I mean, if it's for views or whatever, I guess to each their own. But I'm just really disgusted when I come on TikTok, and every now and then I'll jump into a live stream, and I'll see these people like you have the, what's her name, Quiche, whatever you call her, constantly bringing up, constantly bringing these people up on panel, flip-flopping the way they do, trying to mediate or like, think you're going to find common ground. And it's ridiculous. You're not, like, you can't find common ground with these lunatics. They worship Gypsy Rose. Like, man.
Exactly. And I don't know, Michelle, I don't know if that comment is directed to me, but I've posted the Cash App transaction history between me and Ken for the entire year of 2026. And I hate to blow it to you, but it's nothing fancy. It's a 20 here, 20 cent back, 40 here, 40 cent back, 20 here, 20 cent back. And that's it for the whole year. So he might be giving Morbid 300. It's never been money from them. They never pay my bills. It's never like that. That is a whole narrative that was a fucking lie. And Gypsy said it first, saying she paid our bill. And then on Morbid's live, Kennan's like, no, we didn't pay that bill.
Autumn, what is up with these rumors that Ken is not working? Do you know? I'm sure you probably don't know. They wouldn't tell you the truth anyways. But what do you think about that?
From what I know, he's working. I mean, he still talks to my mom, and he had just gotten a new job. He's
New job?
Well, yeah, he was traveling out of town for his job. The last job he had before this one, I don't know if it was Morbid. It was somebody in this group got him fired. And before, when he got hired, they told him, you can work here, but as soon as we get backlash or as soon as someone figures out who you are, we're going to have to let you go. And he knew that. And of course, someone called the restaurant, knew who he was, and they had to let him go. And he was out of work for a while, and he got a new job. And he's gone to Florida a couple times for this new job. He travels for this job. So I don't know who said he's working at Walmart or who, whatever. I have a connection at Walmart who is in corporate. She's like the fourth down. Yeah, she's head honcho. And Kenan does not work for Walmart. So I don't know where that rumor came from, but don't know. People make a lot of shit going on, but as far as I know, unless he quit, in this last week, he's got a job.
He's also gotten a lot thicker. I'll give him that much.
Yes, he has gained a lot of weight. But you know what? I'm not a hater. Some people say men gain weight when they're happy. So, they're fat and eating.
In general, if
I don't
you're
know
in
if
a high
that's true.
conflict environment like this, talk to your HR when you start a new job. Or before you
Exactly.
start hopping on panels, just say, hey, I hang out on the internet, and if anything ever happens, then you're kind of in a better situation.
I agree. Jen's Dream Lab, alcohol bloat. I mean, I don't know.
Insomniac. You know what? I don't fucking doubt it. The way I have learned, like her evil side, I guess, her nasty ways. Recently, I don't put it past her. She probably didn't like that he worked at that restaurant. She's probably jealous or something, and did fucking post where he worked so that inevitably it would have gotten known and he would have gotten fired.
So you can't really fire a person just because people are calling in a ton and making their job more difficult. They have to find another reason to fire them. And I understand,
I think in Louisiana, it's a right to work state or a right to hire. So same thing in Texas, same thing in Missouri. They don't have to have a reason to hire or fire you. They can just walk in and say, "Yep, don't want you here anymore. Bye."
Okay, well, so no, even if you are in a right to hire state, you have rights, and don't let the HR or the companies convince you otherwise. If you are still fired for an illegal reason, even in an at-will state, you can still take them to court for that, for wrongful termination. Don't let them fool you.
No, I just think it'd be like, how can he prove it was wrongful termination? Like, they can say anything. He would have to have like direct proof.
They totally can. And that's the
Yeah.
funny thing too. It's like, I mean, we've heard, I had like back when my last job, I had people calling, that place and doing that type of stuff. And no, they didn't fire me. And it's like, but like, look at, I'm sure most of you guys, nobody really watches this creator anymore, but there's this Toddy person on YouTube who tried to say that well, she got fired from her job and for rightful reasons. She was making YouTube videos on the job. She was falling asleep on the job and she lost her job, and then she tells everybody about it, and then like people were saying, oh, I bet it was because Bree and people like that were calling your work. And at first she said, no, it wasn't because of that. That's not what it was. But then once enough people started saying it, she started leaning into it and grifting off of it and telling people, oh, yeah, no, I lost my job because Bree, she even at one point tried to say I called her job. And dude, I don't do that type of stuff. I don't even know where she works. I don't do those like sorts of things. I really don't. But she used it as a grift, as a hustle to play on people's sympathies, and get money. But like, no, the bottom line is usually it comes down to your work performance. Period.
Sorry, there's a mower going on. 1 second.
Yeah, but an employer is required to provide a substantial burden of proof when it comes to why they terminated you. I understand a lot of people like are kind of siding with the business in the sense that like they do. You're right; they do have the right to fire you, but in a lot of cases, it was wrongful termination, and you could fight back, especially in these scenarios where people are getting terminated because people are harassing their workplace.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. But it's also weird, though. And it is, it's weird, and it is disgusting that people do these sorts of things and do call people's places of employment to try to get them fired. That's not anything I have ever done, nor would I ever do. Like. It's petty, it's disgusting, it's gross, it's below the belt, but we're not talking about upstanding citizens here. So it's unfortunately what? Oh, it's got something. It says remove Shorty's live content contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. If they
What, did she get
remain in
reported?
your live will be unavailable to some audiences. Oh my God. Whatever, dude. I don't care. They be reporting this, man.
Yeah, I just saw that. My screen was frozen. I couldn't even type or anything. I was like, what the? I got reported?
I guess somebody said appeal it. I don't know. I'm not going to be on here much longer, but like, I don't care about TikTok anyways. I don't, I come on here to talk and say whatever I want, really. Like, I don't care if I lose this channel, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, TikTok reported me, or somebody reported my live the other night and said that I showed nudity and had it shut down and my access restricted, and I appealed it, and like 20 minutes later I had won my appeal because I didn't show any nudity, and that's fucked up. Like, they just freaking
that's what
get on here and
Sheena
report.
does. That's what Sheena does. Yeah.
Yeah, Audrey got pinned for showing nudity, and it was showing her foot because she was showing her mani pedi. Very pornographic.
What's up, Sarah?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Okay, I've only got about 5 minutes here, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I
Hey,
got some stuff I
Sarah.
gotta do, but
Hey
welcome.
Autumn.
Sorry, I had a phone call come in, so I did not hear what was just said. The last
No,
like
no,
30
you didn't
seconds.
miss nothing. You didn't miss
Okay.
nothing. But I don't know, guys. Yeah, I was just came on here really just to, I don't know. I'm really tired of seeing people platform Sheena, man, and I think it's maybe if enough people start saying like stop putting these people on panel, maybe they will. You know, I'm not on TikTok that much, but I just find it gross. I truly do. I don't. These are not people you're going to reason with. You're not going to find the common ground that you seek. You just have to, unfortunately, in most cases, when they're doing the deplorable things that they're doing, you just have to ignore it. Now I know it's hard. Trust me, I know that better than anybody. But yeah, you're just wasting your breath.
I can say I've learned my lesson. If something drastic happens again, chances of me bringing it to TikTok are slim to none, just based on how everybody responded. And that's on them. They wanted to be connected and know this stuff. And as soon as somebody comes out with something, the way they trash them and dog them, twist it and say, oh, it's lies, and believe the people that they're talking about, it's like you would make people not ever want to come back out. There's a reason my mom doesn't speak on panels or comes to social media at all anymore either. Like the way that social media responds and the way like Kenan and Gypsy respond based on those responses, they're probably never going to get anything out of the family again. And that's sad.
Yeah. Hey, what's up,
Like, really,
Hannah, life coach? I follow you. I like some of your content. Hannah, you should come on my YouTube live one time. I'd love to talk to you. But
fun
yeah,
fact or cool fact, Hannah knows the lady that was the starter, the CEO of the organization CSEC, Commercially Sexually Exploited Children, which is I'm part of that program. I was a victim when I was a child, and we did not know that until we spoke. But yeah, we don't know each other personally, but we do know each other through those people.
Are you doing the panel later?
I am. It'll be a little later.
Oh, before I wrap this up, let's, everybody keeps talking about this headboard thing, right? And I don't know, at this point, I could care less about it. It's not like we need to see a headboard video to know that Gypsy Rose is a psychopath. I think there's more than enough evidence already out there that we know it did happen. I think it's absolutely just outright laughable, that video that Gypsy uploaded to her YouTube, where she's trying to be relatable and, oh, this is my morning routine, just having my coffee, cuddle time, folding laundry, all this crap, bros. Give me a break. I talked about this on my live stream. What was it, yesterday or the day before? I don't know. And I was like, she had just not that long ago made I think it was maybe a TikTok story or something, where she was like, 15 minutes before Ken gets home, and it's like rushing around trying to clean everything up. This is the most lazy, entitled, person of all time, also a schmurderer, but that, she's not doing housework. She leaves Dr. Peppers all around that. She wants us to believe that she's really this stay-at-home mom. And I don't know. That's why I feel like it's kind of weird that we're seeing her kid a bunch more during these rumors that your brother doesn't have a job, because there's a lot of people that believe she's not allowed around that kid unsupervised, and if that is the case, Autumn, I think that's a grave mistake. They're letting her eat popcorn. She's not watching her. She had to tell your brother, she had grabbed something. We heard in the background. He was like, oh, well, she grabbed that herself. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that did stand out to me in that little fake family vlog thing that she did on her YouTube channel, and somebody caught this on the Reddit page, was she was doing something in her room, and Aurora made a sound, and she was like, shh, just shushed her. Right? What's that about, man? And then you see how awkward and uncomfortable she is when they film these little so-called family outings at a restaurant. It's like the first time she's ever heard a kid make a sound in her presence. It's weird.
Right.
She's not. You can't convince me that she is that child's primary. I'm sorry, you're not going to.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say primary. Like I said, she always has somebody around. Um,
Yeah.
and this, to the whole comment of you don't need to see the video to know it, she's a psychopath. To bring it back or make it more simpler, she has released alleged text threads that she claims are just real thoroughly, right? And in the very beginning, you'll notice where I said I posted a video all through Sunday until Friday, or really until Thursday, I'm sorry. She never expressed any words like, "What are you talking about? Um, could you get on there and say this headboard didn't happen? Could you address the issue?" Instead, like, it was because I was
Right.
saying, I'm not addressing it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna do that. She had no problem. She didn't express a concern until after I posted on, sorry, saying that I wasn't going to be quiet anymore, that I was going to speak out. I didn't know who I was going to talk to, blah, blah, blah. Then she said, yes, it bothers me, making up fake drama, blah, blah, blah. Never until from the 22nd until whatever that was, because I think the 22nd was a Friday when I made the first video. And we didn't even talk until Sunday, me and Gypsy. And then Thursday is when she expresses a concern. And even then, it's not like she never denied it. Yes,
No.
the video exists.
And neither did Ken. And I think
Exactly.
that's more important. Ken
He
never
keeps
denied
saying, "Oh, post a video, post a video." Like I had just said in a previous statement, the
happened.
way, like, exactly, and the way social media reacts and the way Ken and Gypsy react because of social media and blah blah blah, they have cut my mom off before. In fact, the video that we're speaking about, because my mom made it or brought it to Christian Rod's attention and to the authorities that Gypsy was pissed. She went off on her and she didn't speak to her for a long time. Don't know what a long time is. And just recently had started speaking to her when this first came out. So May 22nd, she just recently started talking back to my mom. There are many reasons why the video is just not going to get released unless, Kenan wants to.
At this point, it's not even going to make a difference. There's no point. We know it happened.
Exactly.
It literally makes no difference.
Exactly.
It really
Like, she
doesn't.
never denies it. And if it comes from me, all anybody's going to say is, "Oh, it's fake, it's fake." Just like when I posted the picture of me and Aurora and people went and said they unredacted the scribbles, which the way it was posted, you could not have done that. You could not have unredacted it. So whatever picture that they think they made, that's not the picture that is under those scribbles. So yeah, that picture ain't me or the baby, because that's not the picture I fucking sent.
I mean, look, at this point, it's a complete joke to me. The way that she is protected and coddled and
Exactly.
enabled by those that are around her, her direct family, Ken, these weirdos that she recruits online, all these future Nicholas Godejohn 2.0s that, she's so desperate for. And it shows you how evil she is. Let me be upfront about that. It shows you how deplorable and how evil Gypsy Rose is. That, I mean, and also just, just desperate, like I said, to recruit. It doesn't matter what your resume.
I never said I did. My mom did. Thank you. And I'm sorry, Mimi's just a fucking liar, and I cannot stand her because I have witnessed everybody messaged me about her the most, saying, "Watch your back. She is a snake. She is fake." All of this, and not even 24 hours. Not even a full 24 hours that I had said I was going to post this video. She switched trains and it's just like, "Oh, she's lying. She's this, she's that." Has nothing but negative to say to me, even though days after we spoke on a panel and we supposedly squashed it, figured it all out. We spoke on Audrey's panel because I called her out and showing that the text threads that are allegedly real, I blew up on a part of the text message where you can literally see that the words are smudged out. But
I'm gonna let you guys
go ahead
listen.
and do
I'm gonna
it.
let you guys talk real quick. I'm muting myself, but everybody,
I
please be
only have a
respectful.
few minutes. I
Please
have a
be
live going
respectful.
on in a few minutes.
I'll be right back.
No worries. No worries. Autumn, I didn't just turn my back on you for no reason or for shits and giggles, right?
Okay.
I don't care what the other side has told you.
It's
I
not
don't care
what
about
they
any
told
of
me.
that. Don't cut me off. I'm speaking.
But I was
very
speaking when
limited
you
time.
came on, so
Again, now you're not. Now I am.
Okay,
So
well, I
you
don't have
can
to
wait.
listen to it. I don't have to
If
listen
she's
to it.
going to be
I
a
was speaking.
disrespectful, lying heifer, I'm not going to continue the conversation. But
Wow.
what happened, everybody saw what happened. I supported Autumn. I was there for Autumn. I held Autumn's back even the next day after she lied to the community. She's telling everybody I said she was going to come back to my panel to post the video. Never once said that. There were plenty of people in that live. Never once claimed it, never once said it. I just said that what she said and what she said on the live. She was sending the video to Audrey. She was going to upload just the audio. She was feeding her kids, then she'll be back. So I kept everybody on the same track and updated them as she updated me. Then the next day, when everybody's freaking out because she never went online, she never came back, she never went live on her own, she never went to Audrey's. I came out the next day. It's fine, guys. She was just sleeping. It's okay. She has her kids. Then you started on this mess with you and Pretzi saying, oh, I set you up or whatever. When you started doing that and backtracking everything you said, and it was just lies, that's when I said I'm done. And that's when I let everybody know that you were just lying to the community. You never saw a video. You never had a video. You were just going off of videos that you heard from Nina and Ryan.
Hey, Case, I appreciate you letting me on. Y'all have a good
Yeah.
night. Autumn, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, Sarah. Yeah, so everything you just said is bullshit, and it's a twist to make your side look better. From the beginning, I said I was going on my panel. Whether you expressed that thoroughly enough, and maybe people didn't understand when you said I said I'm going on my panel,
Did
that meant I'm
anybody,
speaking now. So
did
can you just
anybody
stop?
at all tell
No,
you that
I'm
I said that you
speaking
were going
now.
live
So
on
can
my
you be
page?
quiet? Obviously,
You're the
the way
one
you said
twisting.
it was wrong. This is what I mean. You don't like when the narrative comes out. You
What
were
I'm
wrong
going
as
to do
fuck.
is
You
post
said
all of
that you
Autumn's
said,
messages.
dude, can you mute her? Because she doesn't know how to fucking be
No,
quiet.
I'm going to
You
go because
came
I have a
in
live. I
fucking
am going to
disrespectful
post all of
and over
Autumn's
talking
Okay, hold
me,
messages.
on,
and now
everybody.
I'm
All right.
talking.
All right, everybody, just one at a time.
Exactly.
Just one.
I'm
Oh,
just
she
going to
left.
finish what I
Okay.
was saying. She freaking said that she told people on her panel that I was going on my panel. Obviously, you didn't express it enough or correctly because people are still under the impression I was coming to your panel because they were waiting. So when people were pissed off at me for having them waiting all night on someone's panel, she obviously didn't express it correctly. She was also texting me during the whole time saying, oh, you just missed this big gifting party. I had told her I wasn't going to go on if Morbid was still live. I was only going on my panel. And yes, I fell asleep with my kids. When I woke up, I texted Mimi. I didn't tell the community. I didn't text TikTok. I told Mimi personally that I probably would drop it at noon. I had made a post saying I would drop it that day. That day, Pretzi texted me at noon, a little afternoon, saying, where you at? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Oh, Mimi's got a panel going right now saying she's waiting on you to join to drop the video. I never fucking said that I was doing that on TikTok. So that immediately, like, no, I wasn't dropping the video. And when she said, oh, you told Audrey, notice how Audrey doesn't have a problem because Audrey also knows that at the same time they were telling me about bringing the video, they said, but please think about it first. Don't fucking risk your family. If there's other things that you don't want to talk about, just think about it first. They're not talking about that part. So yeah, I thought about it and I've already came out and apologized saying I spoke on emotion. I was going to drop it, but I'm glad that I fucking didn't. I was threatened with fucking cease and desist. So many random ass people hitting me up saying I wouldn't drop that video if I were you. I wouldn't do that. They don't need to see it. So many
Autumn,
reasons.
let me interrupt you just for a second when it comes to that. And I did tell you this privately, but when it comes to a cease and desist, you can wipe your butt with that.
Right, I
and I'm
know.
being serious. And quite honestly, also it's being threatened with one. You haven't received
Exactly.
one. I would not. I mean, that's, they're not going to do anything. They're not. People don't understand how, the courts work and when it comes to this type of stuff online,
It's not, that wasn't my deciding factor. It was just
So
one of the
also
factors.
Audrey, as far as I know, is neutral on this, just like people in the comment section are saying.
Yeah,
That's
well,
my
I
only
know she
statement.
was on a panel the other night and was asked about me, and she, was very clear that she had nothing negative to say about me. We talked behind the scenes, and there's a lot more to it that, just based on reactions, no, y'all aren't gonna get, because the little bit I gave y'all, the way it's been treated, it's like, fuck no. There's no reason. Like, all of this is just for entertainment at this point.
Well,
Nobody, really got the point of awareness.
at this
So
point,
I mean,
I
you
could
kind of did
care
have
less.
awareness.
There's been so much buildup around this supposed headboard thing, and I truly could care less about it at this point. I really couldn't. But at the same time, I will go ahead and ask you again, Autumn. What was there a video or was there photos? What's the deal when it comes to this?
I saw a video. Okay. I don't know. This whole photo thing didn't even come out until like a couple weeks after I said there was a video. I've never heard of like pictures.
Do
It's
you
always been a video.
have the video, or is it just someone else? Because, like, your mother who has the video and you just saw the videos.
I already have said I have the video. When I first
Okay.
Drop
came out, I
it. I'm
denied having
serious.
it
Drop it. Or
because
give it to me. I'll drop it.
I know.
I'll take the views. Give it to me. I mean, for real. Like, I don't think at this point it's going to be such a nothing burger, because like it's such old news. But like, I mean, seriously.
It's not about TikTok. It's about family. That's why
It's not
getting
though.
dropped.
It's not
But
about.
If it was about family, you
don't
wouldn't
get
have
it.
done
Like,
it to begin with.
No, you're
if it gets dropped, like, it's one thing
No.
to say something after other people have
No.
already said something, but
Autumn.
dropping it, what I've been told, like, I just don't.
Autumn.
I don't
No,
want to risk it.
Autumn. Listen, and I'm not. Listen, I'm neutral on this, and you know that I'm being real with you here. Your own brother has enabled people that have shared your nudes online. He's continuing to talk to them. He's calling you a liar. He is disparaging you at every turn. Gypsy, same thing. Why would you even want, like, I'm just being real with you, but like,
I'm going to give
why
you
would
the
you
real
even want
answer.
to? Who cares?
Because my
if
mom has told me if I post that video, I will never speak to her again.
Well, you know what? If your
And
mom
I
said
don't
that,
want to
then
risk
I
that.
wouldn't want to speak to her again if I were you.
But my mom is grandma to my kids, and unfortunately, it's not just me in that decision.
No,
Like I said, it's deeper than TikTok goes.
then
I
it's a
don't
bluff.
care what some people think about me on TikTok. I came out with the truth. I didn't come out here slandering. I could have been, famous and like profiting off of her for fucking 2 years, but I didn't give a fuck. It was a real situation. I thought I assessed it correctly because she's always on social media. Nobody's talking about it in private. I tried to address it privately. Obviously, the only way to get to her is going to be through social media. Now, hindsight is always 2020. Was it the right decision? No. I should have never fucking came to TikTok. But I thought I had made the right decision when I made the decision. Now, the way I've been attacked and all that, cool. I'm not going to risk my fucking relationship with my mom or my kids' relationship
Autumn.
with their grandma for
Autumn.
TikTok.
If your mother is a real person, and like two things. First and foremost, her trying to cover up and hide up which if this video exists, and she's trying to prevent you from putting that out there, that just highlights that she's in the wrong, that she will go to any lengths to protect somebody, a child that is in danger, because if that video exists, it needs to be put out there, because I mean, we're talking about a convicted murderer here, right? We're talking about somebody, and not only that, it's not just that, right? I mean, after all the FOIA, we're talking about a lot of foul things when it comes to Gypsy Rose, her behavior, the way that her mind works. And if your mom is willing to shun you for life and her own grandchildren for putting out into the world what needs to be put out into the world to show what a danger Gypsy Rose is to not only Ken, but anyone else around her, then that is not a mother I would want
Ken
in my
already
life.
knows it. Ken's seen those videos. Those videos have been sent to who they needed to be sent to. They don't need,
So-
like, TikTok just wants
Amber,
it so bad.
If this is about family, though, my question is, why are you here on the like anti-GRB side, constantly still being a platform for this? Like, you're still existing in this space.
I still exist in this space because people keep having my name in their mouth. So I get on every day and I literally am talking about the shit that was said about me. So I can do
Nobody
that.
was talking about you when you came
There
on
have
here.
been plenty of people.
okay, Amber, I have a question. When I first came on, right, today, you said that your mom had the video and called the police? Or what video did she send to the police?
My name's not Amber, it's Autumn.
I'm sorry.
and
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Oh my God, Autumn, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. What she said was it was reported to the authorities because I asked her what she did about this. And she said she called the authorities, but she was told it was too late, they couldn't do anything. That was her words. And then I said, so what the fuck else? She's like, well, I told Christy and Rod, and in fact, that's why Gypsy wasn't talking to me for a while. And she just recently started talking to me about it.
Okay. My thing is, if there's only, and I'm saying this from like experience with like crazy family, unfortunately, a lot of my family has passed, so I don't have these problems anymore, but you have to choose, like, you have to pick your battles. Do you know what I mean? And by coming online, it's like either you're going to stay offline and be quiet and just do your thing and try to repair your relationship with your brother and your mother and Gypsy, or you're going to keep coming online and it's just going to keep damaging everything. There's like no in between. And I'm just saying it from like life experience because I'm older than you.
Right. But the way I see it, I've come on, I've released poems. I come on and do other things. I'm not going to sit quiet, especially if they themselves are saying something. I came out on Father's Day and called truce on a panel live. And
Yeah,
not even minutes later, it was drama going. And like that, I have some shit to say about that for a few days, especially when I'm being talked about. But to tell somebody that they're not allowed to come online and say anything is just ridiculous.
No one said you're not allowed.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's like you have to choose your battles. Like, which one's more important?
I just think at this point, Autumn, that look, you're not getting your own mother and your brother. They're going to obviously they're on the wrong side of history, right? They're on the wrong side of history. The fact that your mother is trying to, at this point, still whitewash Gypsy's antics and her behavior and the things that she is doing. Like, how can, I don't know, why do you even want her around your kids when she's allowing her other grandchild to live in a household where that type of threat is existent? That, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want her around my kids if I were you, because why would any real loving, genuine, good person, grandma, whatever, be willing to go this far to excuse and dismiss the actions and behavior of a Gypsy Rose? I don't need to even give the clinical descriptions to describe her. We all know who she is, what she's about. So you definitely need to draw a line in the sand, and I think, put it out there. And I guarantee you, nothing's even going to happen. What's going to happen? Gypsy Rose gets away with everything. The whole blanket video didn't even make it to mainstream media. She gets away with everything. Nothing's going to come as a result of it.
Hey, Case, can you let Salty Carolina up? It sounds like she's asking to come up.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, but now I had one option. Did you said you also called the video in?
Huh?
Did you do that, Autumn? Oh, I asked if she recorded the video too. Hello?
She's muted. I don't know. She's muted. I didn't mute her.
Sorry.
She's muted
Oh no,
herself.
wait. Oh no, I must have. No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Lynn.
Yeah.
It's just that
No.
Autumn is muted
all
and
right.
nobody
Yeah.
is responding.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Now, did you report it also, or did you take the blame for your mother?
I think she's muted herself for the time being. Maybe she's got something going on. But like I said, guys, I mean, you know, I understand the whole like the family dynamic and you know, trying to keep the peace and whatnot. But I don't know, man. If I was her and I've got my own brother, you know, bashing me the way that he is, and I've got my mother, like, you know, saying, well, you'll never see me again if you put it out there, then those are people I don't want in my life.
Hey, Case,
That's
can
very
you
easy
hear
to
me?
say until you're in that situation. When a baby's involved, you have to weigh your options. It's kind of like the trolley test. It's not as easy as I'm
It
absolutely.
actually is, though,
yes,
because
or
I mean, listen, you can't convince me that their mom, that her heart is in the right place. Like, you're not. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is dangerous,
very.
and so covering this stuff up is what if that child gets hurt?
Exactly,
What if
and
Ken
that's
gets hurt?
and the second that Autumn said she called CPS, everybody jumps down her throat. Who would call CPS on their brother? I would. If I had a fear that my niece, nephew, grandchild was in danger, 100% I would call CPS on my family.
I mean, the thing is that this all stemmed from when it comes to like we saw the whole blanket thing, right?
Yeah.
Where Gypsy was accusing Ken of talking to his ex and whatnot. And let me tell you guys, I have stuff that I have not put out there. I haven't put it out there, right? Because it's not verified. But if I did put it out there, there would probably be some problems within within you know, Gypsy and Ken's relationship about who he's talking to online and what he's doing.
And between the two, the adult or the baby, who can stand up for themselves better? Probably the adult. So that's when you swoop in and take care of the baby. If you err on the side of caution, better than erring and losing a child. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Case,
I listen, the thing when it comes to, and you know, you guys know I've been back and forth, right? Like, because there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of people that I call it a maybe baby, right? But I'm leaning back more these days that she actually, unfortunately, does have a child. I just don't think it's in her custody. But I do have a lot of questions. I do, man. There's a lot of questions I have. For example, the day she went to court for the divorce hearing with Ryan, she went in with a belly, came out without a belly. Weird, right? You know, but like, unfortunately, I guess there is a child. Yeah, and I'm, you know, that's no, I mean, like, a child is a blessing, but when I say unfortunately, I mean that it's in Ken and Gypsy's care.
So
I suppose.
Carolina has something to say, and I know she can be very polite and hard to. She doesn't always interject.
Sure, go for it. I'll be quiet.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, and I just want to say, Autumn, I have nothing against you, but I'm kind of here to be like a truth teller in the community, and I'm here to call Gypsy Rose out basically on her lies. But I have a timeline that I put together of your videos, and it goes back to Nina putting her video out first. She put her video out May 21st. She came out, she claimed about the headboard. She said one of the sisters was dating Ryan. And what was the other thing? Oh, I guess Ken and the baby were in danger or something. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
but
she had a whole call to action. Whole call to action.
She did a call of action, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how in the hell am I supposed to do anything? Because I haven't seen this video. I can't call anybody.
Right.
You know, I don't have proof of anything. And so I just let it go. May 22nd rolls around. Here comes Autumn with her video. She comes out, and her main concern in the video that she puts out on May 22nd is she wants everybody to know she's not Nina Source. Has nothing to do with Ken, has nothing to do with the baby, no concern for those two people. Has to do with she wanted everybody to know she was not Nina Source. That was that video. May 24th comes around. She makes another video, same thing. Has to reiterate she's not Nina Source. Nothing to do. She's not going to address the allegations. No concern for Ken or the baby. She just wants everybody to know she's not Nina Source. May 29th rolls around, the morning of. She makes a video crying. Apparently something happened the night before between her and Ken and the family. She's been outed or something. I'm not quite sure. But she, says that there's going to be more to come, basically. May 29th, that night, she goes on Morbid's panel. Morning of, she talks about the video. She says that she saw a video 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago from May 29th, she saw the video. And she couldn't show it at the time for legal reasons and blah, blah, blah. So then May 29th, she goes on Morbid's panel. She's talking to Morbid. And she tells him the same thing. She's talking about this video she saw 2 weeks prior, blah, 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 right? So then Ken comes up on the panel and addresses her. And so the story changes. That video she saw 2 weeks prior all of a sudden ends up being AI. So then she jumps back to go into February of seeing a video with Raina. Raina FaceTimed her with some video in February. Now, the incident happened in October, mind you. And here we are in June at this point, or close to June. And so back in February, she sees this video with Raina, supposedly, and all this stuff. Nothing happens. So why in the hell we wait until June if you saw this video back in February, number one? So then, they keep on going back and forth on there. Ken, addresses her. He has text messages. He starts reading on Morbid's panel. I mean, I've got all this on my TikTok channel. I did 2 videos, like a 2-part series, and it's on my TikTok. And, he's reading all the text messages. And the very first one had something to do with money. It seemed like she was hard up or something like that, and blah, blah, blah. And I can't recite all those text messages right off the top of my head, but that was the extent of it. And they were going back and forth on that. But he had no problem getting up there in front of 1,000-some people addressing her on these allegations. And he told her right then and there, play the video. He hawing around it, couldn't play it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so then we go to, I think it's June 7th, because she eventually leaves Morbid's panel, and it's just him and Ken. So then June 7th rolls around. I believe it's a Sunday. That's when we're all sitting over there on Mimi's channel, over there on TikTok. And she had Autumn on her panel, and she said finally she was going to play the video, but she had to go feed her kids first and tend to them and put them to bed. She wanted to get them put to bed first before she came back to do the video or something like that. And so all I can say is I sat there for 4 hours waiting and nothing happened. So June 8th is when I made my video, and it just kind of went from there. But that's the timeline for you.
You got a heck of a timeline there.
And as far as I'm concerned, I'm a paralegal. I did domestic law for 8 years. And I can tell you right now, sitting on TikTok day in, day out, night in, night out, talking about this shit's not going to help any legal matters you have. Sitting here playing like it's going to, you've already done damage. The damage is done because you sat there and called your mom a sloppy drunk on Morbid's panel. I've got the tape. It's on live, it's recorded. And so, I can't imagine sitting there calling my mom a sloppy drunk on that man's panel. That just would never happen. I don't care. And, and you say that Ken's a domestic violence victim. The way you talk to that man on that panel in front of everybody, you were like, you're a fucking liar, blah, blah, blah. Carrying on, going off the deep end. I was beside myself because I'm thinking if my brother was a domestic violence victim, I sure as hell wouldn't be talking to him like that in front of everybody and embarrassing him, calling him out in front of a bunch of damn strangers on the internet. That's crazy. So there's a lot of things that don't add up.
Autumn, you there?
Autumn, did you hear the timeline?
Yes, give me one second. I've got,
Okay.
give me 1 second.
Okay.
Thank you, Carolina, for coming with the facts. She's pretty incredible with that.
While we're waiting on Autumn, I just wanted to give a special shout out and hello to Panties Crust, because I know you're in here. What's up, you little stalker freak? I see you.
Case, I just want to tell you that for the
Yeah.
longest time, I thought you just enjoyed talking about Gypsy's panties. I didn't realize that that was a
Oh,
person. And it just seemed
no.
like you
It's
were
a
so
person.
crazy. I was like, why does this man always talk about her underwear?
No. I'm talking about Colleen. Old Colleen. She's she's a special one. That's who I'm talking about. But yeah, that's heck of a timeline. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Let her respond to that. But I don't know, man.
I don't know Queen, but she's asking to come up.
I mean, if all these people are in danger, it's just crazy, especially if the incident happened back in October, and here we are, July 1st. I mean, what's going on? You know, who's in danger is what's going on. You know, why are you wasting my time with this shit if nobody's in danger? What's going on? Because obviously it's not important. Nobody's acting on anything.
I don't know. I look, you know, I'm skeptical. I'm as skeptical as all of you on all this. Did she drop off?
Yep.
Said hold on, and then she dropped off.
And I don't get to ask.
She said
my
she's
question.
getting her kid buckled in 1 minute. She just commented. So, like,
Hey, guys.
she is apparently planning on coming back.
Okay.
Oh,
Just real quick, if you guys were there that night or there the next day, can you guys tell me whether you had the impression that I was saying she was coming back to my panel, or did
Hold
I
on,
make
she's
it
back,
very
she's
clear
back.
that I did not
I
know?
thought she made it sound like she was coming back
hold on.
to your panel.
She's back. Everybody be kind. Let her speak.
My panel, or did I make it very clear that I did not
I
know?
thought she sounds like
I don't know why it's taken her a minute for TikTok to bring her on panel.
I was gonna say, so I got the impression that we were like, you guys were just waiting for something and you didn't really know where it was gonna happen.
Thank you.
Okay, she's back. All right, let's let Autumn speak.
I just want to know everybody's opinion.
No. Autumn's back. I want her to respond to what was said by Salty. So let's let her respond.
Okay, so one, your timeline, it's faulted with, I guess, lack of information. So the reason my video came out was clear. Kenan had texted and called me immediately after Nina posted her video, blaming me for Nina's video before I had even said anything to TikTok. So that video was a day after the fact, and I told Kenan I posted that video to basically make Nina like provoke her. Show your source.
Autumn, really quick. I want to interrupt you because I'm so glad you just brought this up because it reminded me of what I was wanting to say a second ago. Why don't you guys flood the flawless one, the flawless Nina? Why don't you guys flood her comments? Because she's been pretty quiet. She's been pretty absent in regards to all of this, right? So why don't you guys ask her about this? Because she's the one that also said she saw it. She's the one that said she couldn't post it due to whatever reasons. So why don't you guys give her the same energy that you're giving Autumn? And Nina is been really cryptic and just absent when it comes to all this. I mean, where did she go? She was in Morbid's comments, calling in, doing her lame little pranks, her prank calls and her lame stuff, harassing me. So why don't you guys go and ask her about all of this as well? You shouldn't just ask. Autumn's not the first person that put this out there. Go ask the flawless one, all right? All right, the floor's back to you, Autumn.
Wait a minute. This was even out before this.
Exactly, because Ryan said something. Now, back to what I was addressing, I also addressed that there were several episodes that had happened, that I thought happened behind closed doors and nobody knew about. And that's where the second video came in, because we had figured out that it was AI. It was not until after that, but this was several episodes that I had already spoke about. So that's what made me trigger, like, okay, maybe this isn't actually being taken care of, like my mom's telling me it's being taken care of. So that's what made me ask Gypsy. I know about the headboard video. You know, you don't have to lie to me. No TikTok around, mom to mom, woman to woman. I know the video fucking happened. And she ignored me. She didn't even fucking say a word. And mind you, from Sunday to Thursday, she never once told me, what are you talking about? And instead of going on there and just saying that it was a sister that looked like Gypsy, and I did have information on that, and so I did want to clear that air. So that's what I spoke on. But I was not going to speak on Gypsy and Ken and shit because I was still under the impression that it was being, you know, taken care of behind the scenes. When it started becoming apparent that it wasn't, within days, I'm telling her, what's up? She ignores me and doesn't say shit to me until 15 minutes after I outed her shit is when, you're a fucking liar, you're this, you're that. But you didn't have none of that to say until I said it. And that's bullshit. It was a lie. It was bullshit. Something to be.
Oh, his boogie board matches his bike.
This whole fucking. What? What did you say?
Somebody said something about boogie boarding. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. I thought
okay.
I was on mute. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And then Morbid's panel. The reason why I got on Morbid's panel was because people came to TikTok and messaged me and said, Morbid, either Gypsy's on Morbid's panel or he's playing something and she's trashing you right now on Morbid's panel. So I get on there and I hear, I don't know if she was on there or if he was playing a live, because Sheena was on there too. And Gypsy was talking like she had to get my mom to three-way me. She'd been trying to handle this behind the scenes. She had to have my mom three-way me, like, what's up with your daughter? That's a fucking lie. That I got on the phone with her and she's like, oh, what's up with that clout? What's up with that money? And she said I should go. All of that's a fucking lie. She paid my fucking bill. A fucking lie. Said something that I had gift made some Spirit airline. Bitch, I never even knew about that. That's a fucking lie. So yeah, I got on Morbid's panel immediately to address the fucking psychopath that I can see with my own eyes. Then it turned into what. You're not gonna sit here and fucking lie and bold-faced lie. Like, it's one thing, okay, I know you're lying about your mom, but now you're lying on me and I can see it personally. I know for a fact you're a fucking liar now. So yeah, I got heated. It turned into something else. I got on Morbid's panel. Kenan came in hostile. Kenan was fucking rude. Hell yeah, I'ma cuss him back out. He was fucking cussing me out. It was not no like sheep on the fucking panel. He came in there knowing damn well the headboard video existed.
Autumn, I'm telling you, post it. Seriously, post it. Or post
I mean,
a
Ken told her
screenshot
to
of
post it. Ken told her to post
Yeah,
it on
Ken
Morbid.
told me
He
that
did.
if you were
Ken
listening,
Ken
my
told
mom
you.
told me if I post it, I'm never talking to her again. And I know y'all say, well, dude, cool, cut her off. I don't have anybody. Like, that is my mom y'all are talking about. Like, get the fuck real. It sounds easier to say it than to actually
Why is
do
your
it.
mom like?
Then
I'm
get out
sorry,
of this
Autumn,
community
but
if it's that cutthroat. Like,
I mean,
you
I don't-
really
yeah,
need
I
to make a
don't
no
understand
choice.
real
why.
mother is gonna abandon their child
Yeah,
because they're
okay.
speaking out against a domestic violence issue when it comes to a convicted murderer. I mean, it's
Especially
that's
about
just
their
not
granddaughter.
normal.
I mean, when it involves their granddaughter, that does. I worked family. Domestic law is family law. You understand that, right?
Yeah, and you
That's what I
understand
did.
that not
Child
every
custody.
case fits
I
a
did
black
child
and white.
support. I did adoptions. You know, that's what I did for 8 years, and so I understand what family laws is like. And let me tell you, I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Why
if
did
it
you
had
bring
been Kenan
family? Why did you
reporting-
bring family stuff to the internet? I mean,
Because
forget about
Gypsy
Nina.
is on the
Nina
internet.
is like a satire. Please
Gypsy's
let me
on the
speak.
internet.
Nina.
Do y'all not get that?
Well,
Gypsy's on the internet.
So what? This
Okay,
is y'all's
but if
family's
you
private
want
business.
awareness
This is
on an
your niece.
issue, no. If it's still escalating privately, then something differently has to be done, or we're all fucking insane. Because we're just doing the
Well, y'all
same
need to
shit,
go to the
expecting
damn
a different
authorities.
result.
Nobody's gone to the
Somebody,
authorities. Y'all
okay,
brought it
and
to
they,
TikTok.
what we were told was it didn't matter. If Kenan had gone to the authorities, it might have been different. But we are just the family. It's a whole lot different when that's being reported. I was
All right,
told
look.
it was just too old. I haven't heard
calling the
anything back
bullshit
either.
right now.
So
I'm calling the bullshit right now. 4 people have seen this video, this so-called video. 4 people have seen this video. You, your mother, Ryan Anderson, and Nina.
Yeah.
If something happens to that baby,
Yeah.
y'all 4 are going to answer to it. You understand me?
yeah, you can fucking kiss me. My because
I
I'm
don't
the
think
only
that's
one
I don't
spoke
think
up
that's
about
the
this
healthy
video.
response,
Y'all
Autumn.
motherfuckers
I
wouldn't
think
even know that this happened if I hadn't said a fucking thing. Because nobody listened to Ryan. Nobody gave a fuck when Nina said it. But when I said it, then somebody listened. So don't fucking dare put that on me. I'm the only one who was willing to fucking say fuck it and do it. I'm not gonna fucking embarrass furthermore where y'all get
Are
to
you
visually
kidding
see
me?
the
Oh
crack
my
shit.
goodness. Girlfriend, you are on the wrong one. You're not going to pull this shit with me. I'm the
all right,
wrong
everybody,
one.
let's everybody one at a
Oh,
time.
Lord.
I was born in the morning, but it wasn't this morning and it wasn't yesterday morning either. And I didn't fall off
One
the
at a
turnip truck
time.
either.
Yeah. Everybody, let's look, we all have our opinions on this, but Autumn, again, I look, I understand you're in between a rock and a hard spot. Like, I get that to an extent. But at the same time, you do need to be mindful that what Salty said is to an extent actually true.
Rapping, the lie. All of y'all will have to answer to that with your own conscience and
How
your own
would
making.
we have to
'Cause
answer to
that's exactly
that?
what the fuck
That's
y'all
not
did.
my that's
Yeah,
not my
I mean,
family.
if everybody's pushing
That's
it, we
not
brought
my
it out.
blood.
We brought it out. Look.
I haven't seen
look
shit. Bring it
who
out
brought
then.
it out. Look who brought
Post
just
it.
the fucking investigate, just the goddamn allegation. Y'all tore it apart. The blanket video doesn't even fucking matter. Y'all don't get it.
I don't know what we're
Everything
not
they've been
getting.
given, you
No,
tear it
you
apart.
don't get it.
Gypsy released a text thread that was edited. Y'all still say, "Oh, no, Gypsy telling the truth." I cannot fucking win with y'all. It does. I'm
No,
not
that's
trying
not
to prove to
true.
y'all. I'm trying
Autumn,
to
listen,
get awareness.
Joe, take a breath. I think you have a lot of people that are rooting for you. I think you're. Look, I understand you're also a little new to this. When it comes to this online stuff, so you got to take some of this stuff with a grain of salt. You can't get too worked up about it. I mean, people are going to say stuff. It just comes with the territory. But at the same time, a lot of stuff doesn't add up for a lot of us, and you also have to appreciate that and understand it. And I do think that when it comes to this and what we're talking about and whatnot, there's valid criticism, coming from Salty and whatnot. I think that, I think it's just, if I were you, I would not let people continue to attack my character and reputation online. These vague threats from your own mother, saying that she's going to cut you off if you do. I mean, hey, if she wants to side with that deplorable,
Real quick, Pace,
crap.
I'm sorry, 'cause I'm gonna lose my thought. She said I went on Morbid's panel and said I called my mom a sloppy drunk. You got those fucking words from Key. I never said my mom was a sloppy drunk.
Okay.
I said that she was doing what she does.
It's on
she'd
record.
been drinking. And I never said she's a sloppy fucking drunk. So
She's
you can
messy.
kiss my ass.
You said messy
She
drunk.
was
I'm
being
sorry, messy
with-
drunk.
I never said messy drunk. I said she was doing her thing where she'd
Messy,
be drinking.
sloppy, same
and
thing. I
we
mean,
all
Lord have
know.
mercy.
Shut up.
Tomato,
We all
tomato.
know that we can't tell our mom certain shit if we don't want it out. As in my siblings. My mom knows that if she drinks, she gets messy between the siblings. And people were even like, oh, my mom does that too. Y'all took that shit and spun it like I said she was a messy drunk and blah, blah, blah. Fuck y'all for that.
Girlfriend, you did it.
No, I didn't.
I'm
You
Morbid.
did.
Look, hey,
She
everybody.
did.
I don't know what, there's
Bitch,
400
nobody
people in
said,
here.
oh, she's a messy drunk.
There's
Y'all
400
took that
people in
narrative
here.
and spun it. That was not the context I was speaking in, you dumbass.
So here's the thing: is if you wanted awareness, you
Hey,
could have
look,
just
I've been
dropped the video.
Excuse me. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Please, just call me a
Listen.
name. I've been respectful to you, ma'am. I haven't called you any name. I haven't called you outside your name, and I prefer the same respect. I might raise my voice because I don't like being lied to, but I have not called you out of your name. And so there's 400 people in this live right now. Over on my TikTok, there's a 2-part thing, something about my thoughts about Autumn. Please watch that. They're all of her videos in order to include Morbid's panel. Please go watch it. You'll see her in her own words. I haven't done anything to the videos, haven't edited them, haven't done shit. In her own words. Not mine, not Keys, not anybody. Her own words.
If she wanted awareness, she could have just come
She drop
on
off again?
with the evidence. Yeah, she did. But that's not what's happened. If this has been about causing chaos and just going back and forth and panel hopping, and we were not supportive of it when Katie Cakes did it, and we haven't been supportive when other people have done it, it was the same thing. It's just at the end of the day, if you want to come and be like, yeah, I'm trying to do the right thing, just do the right thing without all the extra fluff.
I mean, I don't know why she dropped off. Look, this is why I don't do TikTok, man.
You can't argue against the truth, Case. That's why she dropped off, because I'm using her own words against her, just like I use Gypsy's own words against her. You can't, she can't argue against me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm using her own words against her.
To be fair.
No, I look, and for me, it's simple. I was trying to be honestly respectful because, that's just how I am. But no, I do. I've got fundamental issues when it comes to the whole timeline and series of events. When it comes to this whole thing, I just don't buy it when it comes to this video. If you had it, I mean, you've already described it to a T. You've posted all these other things. And, I have questions about the photo that was posted. Why did you scribble out your face next to Aurora's? I don't get that. You could have shown your face. I don't understand that. Again, look, it's not just on Autumn. You guys should ask Nina. She's the one that put this out there. And, she's been conveniently closed mouth when it comes to all of this ever since it happened. So, go to the source, and she was the source. Ask her.
Yeah, I would like to know how she knew. Who told her? How did she know about it?
That's a question for Nina, and she won't answer it.
Yeah, Autumn came up after Nina. Nina posted her video May 21st, and she did the call. That was the call to action video where she came to TikTok. We needed to go save Ken and the baby because they were in danger, but she didn't post the video. We didn't see the video. How am I supposed to call and do anything? How am I supposed to go rescue anybody? I don't know what I'm even reporting. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
so then May 22nd.
That's a question that Nina
Yeah, May
had.
22nd.
Yeah, it was
Autumn-
irresponsible as fuck on her part to do that.
Yes. And then that's
She's
when
right-
Autumn
right there,
attached
there's-
herself to Nina's
there's a-
story.
There's a family who is imploding right now because of this video, whether it exists or not. And
Well, that's Autumn's fault.
no,
really.
it's not. No, and I don't know all their dynamics, but I know that I have a family, and there are a lot of dynamics that occur. I don't know their situation, so I'm not going to judge or should on anyone. Like, you should have done this. You should have done that. You should have. That's not fair.
It is if you bring it on.
But
That's
who's
not
been
fair
sitting
at all.
online
You
day in?
should have done this.
If you bring it on,
She did-
if you bring
did
it
know what
onto
to
a
do.
public platform, it's a different game completely.
Because
Because you're involved in the whole of the internet. Then
I don't
She
buy
had
the
just had
story,
her
though.
brother call her, accuse her of being Nina's source. She was standing up for herself. I don't know the rest of that whole story, but I do know that families are very complicated.
Well, can I say
And when it comes to custody of a baby, and especially involving Gypsy Rose, I think that
Look,
it's got to be terrifying for everyone involved.
I'm
It's got
not
to be
saying.
terrifying for Ken and for Raina.
Hold on,
and
let me
for Autumn,
interject
for
here real
everyone.
quick. Let me interject real quick, right? Okay. This is another thing I'm going to point out, all right? Again, this all comes from Nina. This is where this came from, okay? And she has not elaborated or followed up on it ever since, which I find very telling. But what she
It's
said
wrong.
originally was that she had the video, she saw the video, but she couldn't put it out because it would out her source.
Yep.
Her fucking words. Her words.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then
Probably
Autumn comes
Ken's
out,
mom.
same thing, says she has the video, but she can't put it out, whatever. Then she goes on Morbid's panel and says, well, actually, you know, I don't have the video. It was screen shared with me. I watched this in real time. They both came on the panel the very same night. Autumn came on first, said, yeah, no, it was screen shared. I don't have the video, whatever. Then Nina comes up and she has the exact same story, which doesn't match up because prior to that, she was saying, I just can't share it because it would out my source. So, I mean,
Now, wait a
again,
minute.
she needs to answer for this.
Now, wait a minute. In a live, Autumn did say that her mother told her not to record it when she screen shared it with her, but she did record it. That's what she said the first time. In somebody else's live, because I don't watch Morbid, so this was even, she said that before Morbid's, but she said, you know, my mom told me not to record it, but I did.
I'm just going with her original videos before Ken addressed her on Morbid's panel, because at that point, I mean, stories change, you know, because when you get called out, you tend to change your story, right? And so, I mean, I'm at the point where I don't believe Autumn. I know you do, and I have to respectfully just disagree with you on what you're saying, because Autumn has sat on the internet since June 8th, day in and day out, night in, night out, talking about this mess. She's worried about her family. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're worried about your family, but you're going to sit on here talking about them day in, day out, night out? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to
It
me.
doesn't make sense.
I don't believe her. I do think that
I
there
mean-
is some truth to the story of the video or pictures, because it all goes back, but I don't believe this tale as she's telling it.
By the way, hey, just real quick, guys, don't send me any gifts or anything on TikTok. I appreciate the gesture, but I have no interest in making money on TikTok. This is, I just come here to vent. I appreciate you guys and the support, but I've never cashed in on anything I've ever gotten on TikTok. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, you know, I really don't really believe many people that are involved in Gypsy's inner circle that surround her. Now, when it comes to Autumn, I do believe certain things that she has said. I do. I think there are truths to be found in between some of the stuff, but I do have questions when it comes to other things she has said. But when it comes to this whole headboard thing, I'm so over this. But if it truly exists, at least post a screenshot, something. I'm sorry, this is a joke.
When
It's
you got one of the
ridiculous.
main players telling her to post it, as far as Ken, I mean, he's one of the main players, you know, at this point. And I mean, look, I'm not saying Gypsy's not as screwed up as a soup sandwich, because she is. You know, will I trust her? No. But you know, I don't have any proof of anything, and I'll be damned if you're going to put anything on me with that baby. That baby is not my concern. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't even live in the same state as that baby. So how am I supposed to do anything for her? Y'all are her family. It's up to her family. And you know, hey, Gypsy's friends, if that baby's in danger, somebody do something for that baby, because she needs somebody. Don't be like the Petries and sit there and, you know, supposedly watch Dee Dee, you know, poison her mama and her stepmama and all this jazz and do all this craziness to Gypsy and just sit there and watch it. And then when something happens, then you want to come out of the woodwork to tell your story. Don't do that. Do something when it counts, when it matters.
And off topic, you know, off topic. I keep saying this, but when it was the caption of this live stream. I do hope that Scooter Sheena's battery to that scooter dies in a blizzard on her way home from like a grocery store or something. I really do. I really do. And please, people, stop putting that woman on a panel. For God's sakes, enough. Give me a
That's how this
break.
all started.
Scooter Pooter, exactly. Scooter Sheena. She said, you know what she said earlier? She was like, she was talking to Audrey on a live panel, and she was like, if I hear anybody talking about your kid, I will stand up for you. I'm like, you ain't going to stand up for shit. You ain't going to stand up on that scooter. You've been sitting in that scooter or that recliner for years. You ain't standing up for shit, Sheena.
She's a funny one.
Funny.
I don't know why
She's a
people
sewer
actually-
rat.
Well, yeah, but I don't know why people entertain it. I don't know why they
I don't
like.
either. I really
No.
don't.
Mm-mm.
I mean, like you guys don't realize by now you're not gonna alter their opinion when it
No.
comes to anything. They're I mean, like anybody that's gonna lie like Sheena does about stage 4 liver disease or liver failure, whatever the heck it is. Come on, guys. You really think she's gonna be truthful about anything?
No.
She worships a murderer. What do you expect?
It's a joke.
They all, like anybody that looks up to a murderer has serious problems. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but that's, but again, it's that's what I'm saying. Stop platforming these people. Stop hate watching Morbid. Like the dude is a joke. He is an
Yeah.
absolute joke. What else do you guys need to see about this guy? Like honestly, like I mean, he's just going to make fake AI photos, put out horrendous rumors about people, go after children, just dox people, like that's his content. It's lame. It's weak. He's not intellectual. He's not witty. He's not funny. He repeats this. If I have to hear that I fuck frogs one more time, I'm gonna have to, off myself. All because I have an aquarium of frogs. It's not even funny. It's not
I
even
know.
funny.
I know.
Doesn't he live with his
Apparently,
mother?
He's a juvenile, and
Yeah,
eventually
yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to turn on the pro-gypsy side anyway. Again, he is a juvenile. Everyone, I
yeah.
think everyone should just flat out ignore him.
Apparently, I'm racist against Chinese people, which is
They
Oh
said
yeah,
that
that's
about
right. He
you?
calls you a racist. Yeah.
I'm a
Oh my
racist now.
He
God.
was calling a ton of people are racist, but yes,
Oh,
I did hear
he
you were
said I
one
was
of
a
them,
racist.
Apple.
He tried to get Nina, who stabbed me in the back. He tried to tell her that I made racist comments to him. Prove it, Morbid. Prove it, Morbid. And while you're at
Apple,
it,
where are you
also
from?
prove that my child is Kim Fowley's child while you're at it. Why don't you do that, my guy? Just like you said that also CPS removed me from the household because I was abusing my child. You deplored POS. Gross, nasty dude, man, who allegedly beat on his own wife, right? You really want to go there with me, James? Everybody's coming out the woodwork on you, my guy.
Isn't he the one with the PD whatever?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
so.
He's a groomer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, that's not me exaggerating. I mean, I don't know how else you could interpret somebody sending explicit material to children in a Discord, talking to them about how, pleasuring themselves, showing, asking them if they want to watch Triple X material, calling people and saying, dude, you guys know, I don't have to put it out there. It's there. You know what I'm
It
saying?
needs
But
to be stopped at if there are children in a Discord.
well, that
Anything
was
after
He's
that
not
is
even
is
supposed
more
to be
disgusting.
online,
he's
right?
not even supposed
Yeah.
to be online.
No, he's not. That's why he does everything AI.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he
Well,
won't show his face.
You
That
know
and
what's
he's ugly,
funny?
but
He said he made up that story about himself.
no,
Which
but he
story?
did dox his own children. That is true.
Yeah, but I mean, I believe he is a pedo.
Hey, Case, I'm going to
Yeah.
hop down. I appreciate you having me up, and I just, I want to thank everybody for the gifts. I didn't see everybody while they were throwing them, so I appreciate everybody for their support, and just thank you for having me up.
Oh yeah, you're welcome anytime. And if anybody sent me gifts, I think it's some. I don't know how to read this stuff on TikTok, but like I said, don't ever send me
can't.
gifts, guys. I don't need it.
I don't either.
But thank you guys, and yeah, you're welcome back anytime, Salty. You came with the dates, so came
that
with the
was really,
dates, the timeline, the facts, the
yeah, that
receipts.
was really impressive.
It's a shame that Autumn dropped off, but I mean, I don't know, but
Can I clear something up quickly about the timeline?
yeah,
Everyone was up in arms because they said that she saw the video in February, but they're not realizing that when she said that one was the AI one, she had already known about this is not me standing up for anyone. This is just how I understood the story. That she had seen or FaceTimed the one with her mom earlier in the year. And then she got sent an AI one, which she thought was real, and then soon discovered it wasn't. Is that right? Did
I'm
anybody
not.
else understand it in that way?
I'm so sorry.
I
Could you repeat that? I'm so sorry. I had
That,
something
that
going
she had seen the original video with her
on.
mom early in the year. I don't remember when.
She
And
said,
then
no, I think you were right. I think it was
and
around
then
that.
she said she had seen one that was sent to her that she thought was real, which was the one that she always said was 2 weeks earlier. Then she realized someone had clued her in that it was fake. So when everyone's jumping like, oh, you said there were 2 videos, the second one was fake.
I vaguely remember what you're talking about, but I
Yeah,
can't.
because it was the very first night that I had never heard of Morbid. I didn't know. I mean,
Lucky you.
so I was just listening to it, and I took. Yeah, I know, lucky me, except for now. But I
Apple's
was.
AI. Didn't you guys know that? Apple's AI.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you
AI
are?
apparently. I don't
Where
exist.
are you from, Apple?
Scotland.
Oh,
How
okay.
can you be AI and racist? The AIs are supposed to not be racist.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you're
a
right.
touche. That's really, really clever.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
You know what? I just thought of this. I remember being in Keys Live, like when she first came out or whatever, and I remember her saying that she never met Ken and Gypsy. Gypsy and the baby, and then all of a sudden, she said she was.
He said that?
No, she said that first. When she first came out, she said that she never met Gypsy and the baby.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Key saying that about herself.
No,
Okay.
no,
Now,
she was in Keys Live, and Key called her on. She's like, I never said that. And then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, she did.
I don't remember. I'll have to go back and listen. I'm a little out of it. I had surgery yesterday or day before yesterday.
I
So
hope
I
you're
was
feeling
still-
better.
I hope you feel better.
No,
soon.
not really, but I know that tomorrow I will be. So every day I'll get better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Get
I'm
some
thinking
rest.
of it now.
Get some rest.
Yeah,
Rest
that's
up.
what
Heal up.
yeah.
And guys,
I
I'm
took my
gonna.
med and they're
gonna have-
hitting, so I need to not talk anymore.
Thank you.
And I need to wrap this up. I said I was going to be on for 5 more minutes, like an hour ago. So,
How long have you been
Thank
live?
you,
Kate?
everybody.
Bye, guys.
but let me say one thing before I go. I just wanted to say, hello, Gypsy's Panties Crust. Hey, boo. I'm just peachy. I just wanted to say hey to you. I just wanted to say hi. You fucking weirdo. You fucking freak. Anyways, thank you guys for
I'm gonna have to
joining.
wash out my
Appreciate you.
ears.
You're welcome. How long have you been live, Case?
I
just
don't
wonder.
even know, Apple. Like, shit. Like, going on 2 hours, I think.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I didn't even, yeah. I don't know. I come over here to have fun, but,
Yeah, that's never
Yeah.
turns out that way though, does it? Really?
no, I was just planning on talking some shit for a few minutes and hopping off, but, then people started joining. But, anyways, sorry you joined. I brought you up late, and,
It's okay.
but I'll, probably do a live stream on YouTube tomorrow if you want to join, and,
Okay.
anybody else as well. But, all right. Well, thanks, Apple. Thank you, everybody else.
You're
for being on.
welcome. Thanks,
Y'all-
Case.
Y'all have a great
Love
night.
you
All right.
guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, Colleen. Bye, Panties Crust. Bye, you little gypsies, Panties Crust. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Fucking stalker. Stalker.